All right, guys, last week we were learning about Vincent van Gogh and his Starry Night painting, and then we did kind of a starry / snowy night for the background for our church. Now, I've already cut out these churches. There are some that are on hymn book pages. Sometimes people get rid of hymn books, and this is one that they were selling, and a lot of people use them for crafts and things. I have quite a few. Those are our words as humans, okay? And what we're gonna do is glue it in here, but we're gonna use a special kind of glue. It's a little stinky, and it's called Mod Podge, okay? Now, what you're gonna have to do is, it does dry clear, but you kind of want to lay your church out and then take a pencil and draw very lightly where your church is going to go. Just very lightly, okay? And it's okay if you get a little to the outside of that with your Mod Podge. It's going to look like white paint when it goes on, but it dries clear. And you want a nice layer of it. Like I said, it's okay if it goes to the outside of your church shape. And then you're gonna fill it in. It takes quite a bit. You don't want to skimp on the Mod Podge. It's okay to skimp on paint in some areas. It's not okay to skimp on Mod Podge. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is lay my page back down on there and smooth it out. And you're gonna get a little bit on your fingers. That's okay. Just want to smooth it. There you go. Now your book page is on there. Ta-da. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do after that dries for a second, you can blow dry it if it's bothering you. We're gonna add a window here and a door here, okay? I got this kind of dark red for my door, but you can pick your color. Brown would be good. I'm actually maybe thinking I might go back and get a brown to add to my red. Brown would be good. Gray would be a good door. We don't want a black door, so nobody's gonna get black for that. And then your window color, I did just like this light blue, like a window with some yellow, so it could be like, have some golds in it, okay? So I'm gonna take this red, and I'm gonna draw a door. Right there in my church. Now it looks pretty bright, doesn't it? This is supposed to be a dark red, but sometimes depending on the paper, it looks really bright. So that's what I was saying. If it gets too bright, or if it's a color you don't want it to be, you can add another color to it. So look, I got some brown. A dark brown would look really good with it too. I'm gonna take some of this light brown. I'm just gonna lighten it up. Okay, so we need a door for our church. And then we're gonna do one window right here. Our churches are kind of taller. The ones in the sample that I used, it was a little wider. So ours is a little taller. So we're gonna do a circle window up here, like a rosette window. I'm not gonna rinse my brush. You'll have water cups, so feel free to rinse. I didn't get myself a water cup, so I'm just kind of wiping it off. So I'll probably have a slightly purplish window. Oh no, it's really pretty good with the blue. And we're gonna paint our window, okay? And then I'm gonna come back with some of this yellow and just do like some little dabs. And then like, I'm gonna do the same thing down here. Little dabs. These little colorful paintings are really popular right now, so you can add other colors to it and mix it up. Okay, so there's my church so far. All right, I want you guys to blow dry it after this, and then we're gonna add some glitter, and then I always say black is last, so it'll be glitter and then black. So I'll see you guys in a minute after you've blow dried. Okay, so the next step is to add some glitter. I'm just gonna add glitter to my snow. I'm gonna come out here And it looks like white paint, right? You see that? It looks like white paint. I got some black into my glitter. But when it dries, it is very glittery. You could add it to your window. You could add it a little bit to your church if you want to. Add some right here, just down here at the bottom. Okay. You could even put it, if you wanted to, in your background a little bit with like some of these little glittery lines. That would be okay. It's your project, it's your glitter. What we don't want is we don't want to just paint the whole thing glittery, because what we're trying to do is just accent with the glitter. We want the glitter to highlight or show off a few areas of our painting. We don't want it to take over or cover our whole painting. Okay, so you can pick some areas to highlight with your glitter coat. It dries clear, so whatever color is underneath it will show up. It'll just be sparkly. Okay. And then the last step is to outline it with your black. Now you can have your teacher help you with this if you want to. We'll make sure everything's dry. Everything's not dry on mine yet, but the first thing you're gonna do is draw the top of your church. You see how I'm being very careful with my lines. I'm moving very slowly. It's gonna stand out and look really dark at first, okay? But once we're done, it'll look really good. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do the window. And then I'm gonna come down and do the sides. Okay, you could, if you want to, add a few other lines. I like to add these little extra lines to my stuff. I'm also gonna do a line back here for where the snow is. And there you go. Now you have a church in the middle of a starry night. I'm gonna add a cross to the top too, actually. Let me do that real quick. Put a cross up here with our black paint. And there you have it. There's your beautiful church. Starry Night Church.